Hello, dear community. We are now live here with the managers of Finnest and Invesdor, the Finnish online investing company platform. And we will talk about this merger which you guys announced today, which is really exciting. Could you please just explain us what technically actually happened with the merger now?
Okay. So basically this was a merger where we get together with Finnest and Invesdor, but technically we are talking about a share swap where basically all the Invesdor shareholders and all the Finnest shareholders become shareholders of Invesdor Group, and then technically Finnest GmbH is 100% owned subsidiary of the group. So merger with sort of share swap.
Okay, and why did you guys actually do that?
So basically, I mean, there is a few reasons. One first of all is the consolidation side. We have been talking about consolidation for quite some time in Europe. We feel that there's going to be a lot of consolidation happening in Europe. There are many platforms here, and we feel that there's going to be maybe 3 to 5 platforms in Europe, and we want to be one of those.
Yeah, and second, of course, there's the fact that the capital market is actually the market where money is raised for companies, and this capital market is very much limited to just a few companies, just the biggest ones, and there are thousands who do not have this access. They depend on the bank, and we want to create alternative. And this alternative that we create is actually quite a cool one because we combine the two most attractive regions in Europe. That's the Nordics and the DACH on the one side, and we combine products which Invesdor is contributing securities, mostly equity, share business, and Finnest is known for the debt side of the business and crowdfunding, and all this together I think creates a package which doesn't exist in the European market. And we will be quite an attractive proposition for companies, but also for investors European-wide.
So if you say like there's a lot of consolidation now in the market and there will just be a few big players, how big are you now compared to your competitors?
I mean, we have been sort of raising about a little bit more than 130 million euros together so far for our target companies. Invesdor is the largest sort of equity fundraising platform in the Nordic region, and then Finnest is the leading player in the DACH region. So together about 130, and we are in 8 countries currently.
And from how many countries do you have investors?
Go ahead. Well, actually, on our side, it's only 6 countries, but Invesdor was quite active in reaching out to an investor base, which is reaching up to 180 countries. The core countries, of course, in the future will be the European countries, the EU countries. And one of the ideas is, of course, giving, for example, countries in the Southern European, people who live in Southern European Europe, to invest in Mittelstand companies in the Nordics or in the DACH, and I think this is quite attractive for everybody.
180 countries, you said? Like how many? Like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, is there any continent?
Yeah, I think there was. I think Günther was a little bit optimistic, but sort of like I think 160 is the exact number.
Okay.
But yeah, but still, sort of, I think they're pretty much we are in all the sort of continents except for Antarctica.
Wow. Okay. But the focus is on Europe. Okay.
Well, yeah, obviously I mean we have a sort of MiFID II license from the financial authorities in Finland.
So what does it mean, MiFID II?
Yeah, so it's basically we are an investment firm. We have received the license from the financial authorities of Finland. And we have passported that license now to 28 countries in Europe. So basically we can issue securities, meaning equity and bonds, in all these 28 countries in Europe. But sort of because of the, let's say, resource point of view and like how thin we can spread, currently we can take companies from 8 countries, but the investors can come from pretty much anywhere around the world.
So, and theoretically, I could also, like, if I had a company, I could plan my IPO with your platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can. So we have done 7 IPOs already in the Nordic region in different roles. So we have been the main organizer in some of the IPOs, and we have also been the retail distribution channel in some of the IPOs in cooperation with some of the traditional investment banks in the region. So with our distribution channel, we can do IPOs as well.
And that will also be now possible for Austrian companies.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's hope we see some more IPOs of Austrian tech companies then, because that would be really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. We will be happy to help.
Just let us know out there if you're interested.
So, what are like your future plans now? Like, because you said, okay, you plan to be like to grow and be bigger than the competitors. How do you plan to achieve that?
Yeah, we definitely want to be the leading financing and investment platform in Europe. That's our goal. This is what we're gonna pursue. On the one side, we can support from startup to large companies to Mittelstand companies with their financing requirements from equity, mezzanine to debt. And on the other side, there's a broad range of investment opportunities for all type of investors. And we believe this will drive us a lot, keep us busy, and add a lot of value for everybody, and that's in the end what counts.
Maybe I could still add that because we are becoming such a sort of European player, we feel that also the larger institutional investors and maybe family offices and sort of larger players will be much more interested about this segment in the future, and that's what we are striving towards, and trying to create bigger and bigger market, which is really beneficial for the growth companies, but also the investors.
And also private people to invest, right?
Absolutely. So, I mean, as a MiFID sort of licensed player, we have certain sort of know your customer processes. We have the terrorist and money laundering checks in our processes. So, as long as you can pass those, you can invest through our platform.
But if I don't want to do like I always used to do, if I would do that, but I don't. But like your clients so far, the Finnest clients so far, do they also have to pass the know your customer process?
They actually do that. There are checks running in the background. Okay. Like when you for example open an account with a telecom company, you are also checked. We do the same with the same companies actually. So it's quite similar in this respect, and we of course apply the law. We're not MiFID licensed before, now we will get in the same procedure, but of course there are also legal requirements that we fulfill as a crowd investing company.
Even if they just invest like 100 euros?
Yeah, actually no, because Finnest only is a crowd investing company for middle-sized companies. So our minimum revenue so far is 10 million euros. The investment is usually up from starting at 1,000 euros per transaction.
But with these 1,000 euros, which is not a lot of money, I would also have to, in the background, there would be the know your customer process.
Yeah, we would still know who you are, and especially once the money is collected, because you also have a bank account, and the bank is of course also checking on you.
So if there are any criminals or terrorists watching, sorry, this is no way to use it for money laundering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for the talk, and thank you, dear community, for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.